Good evening. I'll call to order the.
Before we start tonight, I'm going to jump ahead of you, and in accordance with the Opens Meeting Act and allowing electronic participation of commissioners for certain reasons to attend in full the board meetings, we would need a roll call to allow Commissioner Bender to attend tonight's meeting via Zoom.
Oh, just do the roll call.
Yeah.
Mr. Dahlstrom?
Here.
Mr. Kattula?
Aye.
Mr. Lunt?
Aye.
Ms. McDonald? Aye.
Brett, you're in. Now I'll turn it over.
Okay. Well, I'll call to order the Thursday, December 7th, 2023 regular board meeting of the Downers Grove Park District. Can I have a roll call then, please?
Mr. Bender?
Here.
Mr. Dahlstrom?
Here.
Mr. Kattula?
Here.
Mr. Lunt?
Here.
Ms. McDonald? Here.
Moving along, I'll ask everyone to please rise and answer the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Any changes to the agenda?
We do not.
And moving along then to communications.
We have no written communications.
Nobody?
No online visitors.
Okay, then we have some new hires to welcome.
I'll turn it over first to Dawn.
All right, so I am very excited to introduce Erin Collins. Erin is over there. So she joined our team on October 30th as our new marketing and sponsorship specialist. And Erin comes to us from Fox Valley Park District, where she served as a recreation supervisor and special events assistant for the last 9 years. Erin currently serves as the chair on the IPRA Professional Development School committee. So she's bringing that knowledge with her as well. Erin's very creative and has great skills at building community partnerships. And she's already in the last several weeks started meeting with all of our existing sponsors, talking with new sponsors. So really getting a head start on 2024. And Erin will also be helping us with our social media and our special events that the marketing team oversees. So we're super excited to have her and we give her a warm welcome.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome. Yeah.
And I want to introduce Blake Kurtmanis. He's our new superintendent of parks. Blake came to us from LaGrange Park District. He held the position of director of parks, planning and maintenance. Is that right? Okay. Previous to that, he was with Darien for about 8 or 9 years. And then previous to that, Fox Valley. We're very happy to have him, and he hit the ground running already, and he currently resides in Downers Grove with his wife and daughter. So we're very excited to have him.
Yes, welcome. I think you two have doubled our Fox Valley transplant. More, so.
Very good. Do we have any written correspondence, Bill?
We do not.
And with that, we'll state that the next agenda item is the public hearing to receive public comments on the fiscal year 2024 budget. At this time, I'd open it up to public hearing. Are there any comments from the board?
No comments.
None.
And if there are, is there any written testimony, or is there anybody else here that would like to comment on the proposed budget?
I just have one comment. Since we all discussed the budget and prepared it, we got our final numbers from Ceasefire and our membership contribution. And partially, they're in the same situation as us. They're looking for a little bit more money because of inflation. We knew that was coming. If we didn't have our new EAV coming in when we did the first calculation, Cook County, which about half the districts are Cook County, they're on a triannual, so they only, whereas DuPage reassesses every year, Cook only does every 3 years. So that was last year. So the number came in higher than what we had budgeted for that. We've already, Paul and Eric and I have looked at for those ADA projects, some minor projects we weren't sure we were even get to. So we've kind of put those to the side. And depending what decision we make later tonight on the fence, we may be able to have some money there as well. So we'll manage it, but I just, the budget that I did send you, I think 2-3 weeks ago from ceasefire reflects that higher number. But we had to go through the whole process again and all those discussions and then have all those hearings again. We just felt it was better to keep the budget the way it was and just manage it. But I wanted to point that out to you.
Okay. Thank you.
No other comments? If not, if there's no one else at this time, I'll declare the public hearing closed. And next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. I'll turn it over to Bill.
Thank you. Tonight on the consent agenda, seeking approval of minutes November 16th, 2023, regular meeting minutes in November 16th, 2023, closed session minutes. Payment of bills in the amount of $935,792.77. Ordinance 1318, an ordinance declaring certain Park District personal property as surplus and authorizing sale or disposal. Payout 16, FH Passion, SN Nielsen and Associates LLC, McCollum Park Spray Ground and tennis improvements. And finally, payout number 26, Hitchcock Design Incorporated, McCollum Park Spray Ground Designs.
Any questions on the consent agenda?
No questions.
No? Okay, somebody like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move to approve the consent agenda as read into the record.
I'll second.
With a second, if there's. Please.
Mr. Dahlstrom?
Aye.
Ms. McDonald? Aye. Mr. Bender?
Aye.
Mr. Katsula?
Aye.
Mr. Lunt?
Aye.
Okay, moving along to action items. Number one is the approval of ordinance 1319.
First of 9 for this evening. We're seeking approval of ordinance 1319 combined annual budget and appropriation ordinance, the Downers Grove Park District, DuPage County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2024 and ending December 31st, 2024. There's board has any questions, we're happy to answer those. I'm sure Trish is dying to do so. But the budget, as I just mentioned, is as we last left it with you.
And as we've talked about for the last 4 months.
That's correct.
So anybody care to make a motion?
I'll move the approval of ordinance 1319 combined annual budget and appropriation ordinance of the Downers Grove Park District, DuPage County, Illinois for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2024 and ending December 31st, 2024.
Second.
Within a second, there's no discussion. Could have a roll call, please?
Ms. McDonald?
Aye.
Mr. Dahlstrom?
Aye.
Mr. Bender?
Aye.
Mr. Katsula?
Aye.
Mr. Lunt?
Aye.
Next.
Our next action item is we're seeking approval of ordinance 1320, an ordinance for the levy and assessment of taxes for the year 2023 of the Downers Grove Park District, DuPage County, Illinois. Again, this ordinance reflects the direction of the board at the last meeting.
Any questions?
No questions.
Care to make a motion?
I move to approve ordinance 1320, an ordinance for the levy and assessment of taxes for year 2023 of the Downers Grove Park District of DuPage County, Illinois. Second.
We have a roll call?
Mr. Dahlstrom?
Aye.
Mr. Lunt?
Aye.
Mr. Bender?
Aye.
Mr. Katsula?
Aye.
Ms. McDonald?
Aye.
The next 2 action items that we'll be seeking approval of are refunding taxes. Those series of bonds, the board at that time, when they put those out to the market, made the decision not to use the bond and interest fund, which would have resulted in a direct tax to cover those bonds. They made a decision to pay that out of the operating budget. However, the way the legislation is set up, you actually have to levy for it and then give it back. So the next 2 ordinances are basically fulfilling that board's decision at the time to not collect the taxes, but to take it out of the operating. So with that said, we'll be seeking approval of ordinance 1321, an ordinance abating the taxes heretofore levied for the year 2023 to pay debt service on the general obligation refunding park bonds, alternate revenue source, series 2015A of the Downers Grove Park District, DuPage County, Illinois.
Motion, anybody?
So moved.
A second.
And there's no discussion. I'll ask for roll call, please.
Mr. Lot,
Aye.
Ms. McDonald,
Aye.
Mr. Bender,
Aye.
Mr. Dahlstrom.
Aye.
Mr. Katsula.
Aye. Okay, and then for ordinance 1322, does someone care to make a motion?
So moved, Mr. Clerk.
Thank you.
Second.
There's no other discussion. Can we take a roll call, please?
Mr. Lot,
Aye.
Mr. Dahlstrom.
Aye.
Mr. Bender,
Aye.
Mr. Katsula.
Aye.
Ms. McDonald.
Aye.
Okay, item number 5.
Our next action item is staff is seeking approval of Goodbye Purchasing Cooperative. This cooperative, as the board is aware, we're in a number of these purchasing cooperatives. This particular cooperative, in order to join them, requires a resolution approved by the governing body, so that we're seeking for you to approve that resolution.
Motion?
Sure. I'll make it.
Okay,
I move that the board approve the shared service agreement for participation in the Goodbye Purchasing Cooperative Corporation. Board resolution authorizing the executive director to execute the interlocal participation agreement for the Goodbye Purchasing Corporation. Or cooperative, I apologize.
Second motion.
there's no other discussion. Could we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Lot,
Aye.
Ms. McDonald.
Aye.
Mr. Bender,
Aye.
Mr. Dahlstrom. Mr. Katsula.
Aye. Okay, item number 6, request authorization to purchase the Constitution Park Shelter.
Again, this is in accordance with discussion we've had through the budget process, that we were going to purchase that outright and not put that into the construction documents. And again, we're seeking to approve it prior to the start of the budget, simply so that with lead times, we make sure it's in place for when we need it for construction.
Any questions for Bill?
No questions.
Okay, for Paul? Not, somebody care to make a motion?
Make a motion that the executive director to purchase the Constitution Park Shelter from Park Recreation Incorporated. CO Icon Shelter Systems Incorporated, a cost of $58,522. Further quote dated November 21st, 2023, including Goodbye Purchasing.
Second the motion.
Moved in seconds. There's no other questions. Have a roll call.
Mr. Lot,
Aye.
Ms. McDonald,
Aye.
Mr. Bender,
Aye.
Mr. Dahlstrom.
Aye.
Mr. Katsula.
Aye. Okay, item number 7.
Staff is requesting authorization to bid the McCollum Park mini golf turf replacement. As we've discussed, the existing turf probably was more residential than it was commercial. So the life hasn't lasted very long, and it's failing in a number of places. In our 3-year improvement program for mini golf, that Belmont Golf Club is going to help fund. That was one of the first things that we identified that would have a really big impact on that improvement project. So we're just requesting to be able to go out for bid so that we can seek authorization from the board first part of the year. So in the spring, it can get started the season.
No questions.
Anybody care to make a motion?
I move to grant authorization to bid the McCollum Park mini golf turf replacement project.
Second the motion.
Been moved in second. There's no other discussion. Can we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Dahlstrom.
Aye.
Ms. McDonald,
Aye.
Mr. Bender,
Aye.
Mr. Katsula,
Aye.
Mr. Lot.
Aye.
Item number 8.
Consideration of the RFQ for the printer and copy maintenance 3-year contract. it's an RFQ, not a bid process, because it's under electronics and allows us to negotiate directly with the companies. Chris would be happy to answer any questions because he's been Mr. Negotiator on this thing. You would think it would be this difficult to buy a copier these days, but it is. So we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions or discussion? Not somebody like to make a motion?
I move to authorize the executive enter into a 36-month agreement with Canon Business Solutions for printer and copier maintenance services at a value not to exceed $46,008, not including the price per print and any additional services added on during the period, which does not include Laserfiche or alternate document archiving solutions.
Second.
Been moved in second. There's no discussion, other discussion or questions. Could I have the roll call?
Mr. Dahlstrom?
Aye.
Mr. Lund?
Aye.
Mr. Bender?
Aye.
Tula?
Aye.
Ms. McDonald?
Aye.
Before you go on, Chris, nice job with this. You can tell you put a lot of work and time and effort, so very thorough report. Thank you. Sorry.
No, thank you. Okay, then, moving on to number 9.
We're seeking consideration to allow the executive director to enter into a purchase agreement for the Laserfiche document archive solution.
Any questions on this? Or- Thank you.
Laserfiche. It's like the
I could have done that.
Is this saltwater or?
I don't know, Chris.
Motion. I move that for the board to grant approval for the executive director to enter into a purchase agreement, the Laserfiche document archive solution.
Second.
That's been moved in second. Could we have a roll call then?
Ms. McDonald?
Aye.
Mr. Lund?
Aye.
Mr. Bender?
Aye.
Mr. Dahlstrom?
Aye.
Mr. Katsula?
Aye. Okay, moving along to board business. Moving along really quick here this evening. So if you don't mind, I have a story. So it'll be quick.
Should I get comfortable?
Yeah, well, speaking of, yeah, I'll be quick and I'm gonna kind of read from this, so I keep things going here. But tell you all this little story. It was just around the holidays a year ago that I came to this building for a fitness session and saw poster boards across from the front desk inviting people to write down their New Year resolutions. So markers were available and people had written down such things as work out more, eat better, or other good ideas. For some reason, I grabbed a Sharpie and wrote a phrase, maybe you've heard it, be comfortable doing the uncomfortable. Well, here we are. So as uncomfortable as it might be for me to sit in the middle of the table with the gavel in hand, I felt a lot better sitting here with our experienced vice president, 2 re-elected park commissioners, and a welcome addition of a longtime resident Eagle Scout. Who wouldn't benefit from somebody who's trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, and clean, and reverent. So, along with the help of the staff that we're fortunate to have in place, I have been one of the few who actually completed their New Year's resolution this past year. So thank you all for your service, time, and dedication. In the new year, I look forward to focusing forward and continuing to plan a vibrant future for the residents of Downers Grove. So thank you all. I hope all of you and your family enjoy a happy and safe holiday season. Thank you.
And you do, Bob. It was
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for stepping into the.
Commissioner comments?
Wow, he's comfortable now.
He's mic dropping. Good job, Bob.
Okay. Well, no.
I made a resolution to read more books.
Did you read it?
I did.
Good for you.
Yours is better.
No, I'm not-
Well, I want to wish everybody a very happy holidays. The upstairs looks fantastic. The work that you did and the new, talking to some of the people that visit there on a daily basis, it really looks nice. The TVs are phenomenal. But I'd like to thank the staff welcoming me on board. And I appreciated my fellow commissioners and has been great, and Bill and taking the time and our boot camp that we had in your office on day one and handing me all those books. But thank you to everybody and the fantastic job that you're doing and the positive feedback that we get from the constituents. In fact, Bill and I were at the event tonight, and there was a lot of positive feedback we got from and compliments to you and the district. So very nice. But thank you all and have a great holiday season.
Okay, staff and committee reports.
We traditionally in December do not have any of any of those reports, but we'd be happy to answer any questions. But before the questions, just want to bring one thing to attention that I know is going to make Commissioner Dahlstrom very happy. Rec Track has announced that they are going to roll out an app. So you'll be able to register and everything from your phone. We are going to let them roll that out and let a couple other people be first in line when it doesn't work quite right, and then jump into it. So that is coming our way. Yes.
Did they recently release this capability?
It hasn't, they haven't released it. They just said it's coming.
Oh, they haven't released it
Right.
yet.
They put the notice out a month ago.
Right.
Perfect timing.
Right.
If I could,
But I knew that was one of your goals. I wanted to point it out.
One of the, like, you don't mind if I, one of the other nice features that it has with it is the digital ID. Yeah, so they can come, so members can scan with the barcode.
That's very nice.
That will be very nice.
Welcome to the 21st century, right?
Yeah.
Unfinished business.
Just have one discussion. We had talked through the budget process about budget process and then seeking approval to bid putting the decorative fence around Fischel Park, and there's some real good discussion with that. So staff kind of went back and looked at that. Just a couple points we came up with. One, we took a look at what the cost would be if we put a temporary fence up, and that would be the nature of like a snow fence or something like that. Basically in just direct labor costs, it'd be about $5,000 for the year. I think a real cost of that is about $10,000 because that's not including trucks, fuel, management, oversight, and then the bigger pieces, the lost time from other projects. So they're being deferred from other things they're doing to do that fence. We also talked at length. I think there's some genuine concern on the staff's part, how that fence is going to look. That is a very classy park, and it would be orange.
The orange, right?
Maybe green, but it would be orange.
Yep.
And the fear of people stepping over it. We just didn't think that was going to kind of match, and really what we've tried so hard to build, and the event we've tried to build, it's maybe a detriment to it. So what we did was worked with Dave and Michelle and Dawn, thank you, and really pointed out that it's not every week. It's the ABBA week, it's the Billy Elton or whatever that is. So that's why I passed out the list for you tonight. We decided not to book those regional draw bands. And when you talk to people coming in, there is a lot of people for those regional draw bands that are literally driving an hour to come here, and they're not Downers Grove residents. And that is what was causing all the people being there. So we thought we would recommend to the board, let's give a chance this year, not booking those, and their prices have gone up dramatically on top of it, and see if we can manage it better with that. If we're having problems mid-season, we'll go to a temporary fence or something. You know, we don't want to have safety issues, and then we'd request from the board the next season that we make a permanent decision going forward. But I think we'd like to give it a shot and see what we can do by changing just the band structure, if we can address this.
Because what's the difference on attendance on a regional draw band and a usual, or like a less?
Yeah, so I would say on a normal night for us, 1,500 to 2,000 is a comfortable number for our staff. It's those regional ones that bring in 3,000 to 3,500. That's when it starts to get a little uncomfortable from a safety standpoint.
That doesn't even, like those numbers, like at that point, are people just climbing over? Like, so,
That is
Yeah.
another one of our concerns with the temporary fence, that they're just gonna ignore it. They're gonna go
I
right.
think this is a creative approach to, plus I think like stressing out the number of, too many people get seen, like that space is only so big.
Correct.
So,
So we just look for concurrence for staff direction, and if the board would like to go a different direction, we certainly can do that too. We just wanted to bring you an option to your discussion.
and just a question, do you feel like you're compromising the quality of the?
Not at
service?
all. We
Okay.
talked about that today. So Michelle actually put together the lineup with, the company that we typically use. Many of these bands have been in our lineup over the last, 5 to 10 years. So we've seen a lot of these bands. There's a few new ones, but I don't think that we're compromising quality at all. I think these are gonna be great bands. I think, it really is that regional versus, do we want to really focus on providing this to our residents? And I think this will be a nice compromise, so.
Was Ava the only regional?
Billy Elton is another really big one.
The
The Blues Brothers one, that's another regional draw, so.
Ron Burgundy's.
Yeah, the Ron Burgundies, yeah. And again, all of those bands have increased their pricing from last summer already, so many of them are, almost double what we paid. I think now that the pandemic has calmed down, these bands are, being able to book bigger venues and get out there more, so.
And I believe the last band down there, Dawn Wright, is actually a Downers Grove band.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like a creative solution. Sounds like better all the way around.
I love the idea of avoiding a Woodstock 99 situation.
Thought about Taylor Swift, but
Then we could build a fence for, right?
yeah, there you go.
Can I ask a question? Is this with these bands, I don't know how the booking goes. Is it like if you don't book them every year, then they'll start going somewhere else, like you lose them? I guess I'm just afraid of people really loving these bands and they're like, I'm so glad they come to Downers Grove, so I don't have to go anywhere. And then we do this, we get a bunch of complaints, we want them next year, and they're like, sorry, we're committed to, Wheaton now.
Yeah, no, it's not that kind of situation. The good news is our concerts are on Tuesday nights, and so that's actually a great thing for us. We get discounts because we're a Tuesday night operation, and a lot of these bands only play park districts on, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's those Thursday through Saturday nights, they're playing maybe bars or other bigger festivals, but because we're on Tuesday nights, it gives us a little more flexibility and we get a discount on the pricing. So I don't think we're gonna miss out moving forward. It's just a matter of budget. As these bands, get a bigger following, they're gonna want a higher price as well, so.
Do you go directly to the band sites to secure?
No, so we actually work with a management company and they represent all of these artists and, they have a great website where you can view demos of all of them and they make recommendations as well.
And to your point, Brett, because we do go through that management company, they represent a lot of park districts, so they're the ones doing that big puzzle and fitting them together, and they do rotate them around.
Yeah, and they also make sure with the community events that we're not overlapping. So, obviously with Grove Fest, we try to make sure that we're having some variety between other local events that are happening, so.
Out of curiosity, go ahead, Brett.
So people love that ABBA band.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I was just gonna say, out of curiosity, what was ABBA already booked for 2024?
They were actually out of our price range.
They're out of our price range,
Mhm.
but were they already booked out, or?
I don't believe that they were booked solid,
Okay.
no.
Price might come down.
See,
That's right.
So I guess
Just looking for
concurrence,
direction if staff is comfortable, or if the board's comfortable with staff's direction.
I am.
Brett, you all right?
yeah, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Move on to new business.
Under new business, under the closed session, staff have provided the board with a number of closed session minutes that we're recommending that you open and release to the public. If the board would like to have discussion on those, we would go into executive session. If the board concurs that we do not need any discussion, you can go ahead and open those now.
Does it require a motion, Bill?
It would require the motion just as you would before.
Yeah.
The difference is you're not going into executive for any discussion.
Okay, thank you.
So we just need a motion to approve. We can do that now and over.
Correct.
That we're okay with that or?
I read through them. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
You'll just be following the memo.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to look
Yeah.
again.
So someone to make a motion? Anybody? John?
Yes,
Anybody?
no, I'm
Anybody?
coming. It's just
Sandra?
Okay.
Anybody?
Yes.
Just look at the last page on the agenda next.
I got it.
Oh, yeah.
So do I say move that we approve the following motion, or which part is in the recommendation do I need?
Seeking a motion.
Okay. Seeking a motion that the need for confidentiality no longer exists for closed session minutes of January 2022, April 7, 2022, April 21st, 2022, May 5th, 2022, 2 meetings, and May 19th, 2022, and shall be made available for public inspection.
Second.
Second,
It's been moving in second. No other discussion. We roll call, please.
Ms. McDonald?
Aye.
Mr. Lunt?
Aye.
Mr. Bender?
aye.
Aye.
Mr. Katsula?
Aye. Got my script here. Any other items then? Or-
We have no other items.
Okay, with that then I'll announce that the next Downers Grove Park District Park Board meeting will be held on January 18th, 2024 at the Recreation Center in this multi-purpose room. And motion to adjourn,
So move.
Second.
so moved in second. Roll call.
Mr. Lunt?
Aye.
Ms. McDonald?
Aye.
Mr. Bender?
Aye.
Mr. Dahlstrom?
Aye.
Mr. Katsula?
Aye. She passed. Adjourn.
Okay.
Right.
I know. I always do that, because I always say,